Hello fellow surfers, welcome to Flavour Tasters, the food and beverage review channel and all things relating to health, food, beverage and bada bada bing, bada boom, cooking and all of that stuff. So I've poured some out, unfortunately had a little issue, so I'm going to, just for purpose sake, I'm going to take this, I've already got some out, and now we just put that in there, and we just put this a bit forward. Trying to get like, there we go there. It's kind of like a concoction. That should be, hopefully I pick that up, and I'll probably be sitting here for ages trying to get that just little dribble part, like thumbnail. Unfortunately, I probably won't get it. So now we've passed any barriers or issues, we can take two. So your typical whiskey aroma, the nice heat, the gingeriness, kind of playing with the nostril hair, but there's a sweetness that's carrying that aroma. Almost syrupy aroma, honey, syrupy, scent to it. Kind of has a toffee, almost like aroma as well. Sharpness, nice slight sharpness to it, but it's kind of carried by the sweetness. There's a thickness to it, a syrupy kind of feel to it, which I guess is probably good, because when you see on like movies and stuff, when they're having this type of drink, it's got like a slower swirl or a thicker kind of swirl, as you can kind of see, which is what you would expect from like a whiskey. And again, don't abuse alcoholic beverages. Use it as just a relaxation, being hard at work, rather than abusing alcohol, because it can damage your kidneys and all of the illnesses, and just it's better to avoid, preservation. Assigning the word that I'm looking for, not preservation. I can't even think of the word. To basically avoid things, rather than having to get to the point where you're ill and you're like, oh no, I need to go to the, I need health, I need tablets, I need this, I need that. It's better to avoid, not preservation, I don't even know why I was thinking it, but just avoid it. But I'm not saying don't drink, I'm just saying don't abuse it, yeah? Anyway, so there's a kind of a thick, syrupy kind of feel to it as I move it around in there. And it's carrying the heat. Generally with the watery bourbons, the less syrupy bourbons, the kick is automatic in your palate. Wherefore it's there, but it's more at the back when it hits. The syrupiness, it's seeming like the palate is different to the back. It maybe it's just like a thinner skin at the back. That's why the heat can be felt as a kick at the back. But the tongue, obviously being a thicker kind of muscle, the tongue, it would need to be less syrupy for it to automatically just hit the kick. So the syrup is kind of carrying the heat until it gets to the back. It's it's one of the ones that you probably are going to experience slower. You're still going to get it It's not hot. It's not hard kind of heat, but you'll get it on your tongue. But it won't be like your typical bourbons where if it's watery or less thicker, it would straight away you'd feel it on the tongue. This is carried by a syrupy honey kind of thickness to it, but there's an oakiness to it, or possibly cedar. I think it's oak wood barrels. There's a smokiness to it. Heat in the nose. The aroma kind of bursting around the mouth, coming out, hitting the back. Nice sweetness, sharpness. It's not a bad whiskey. It's what you would probably think whiskey would be back in the day. Thick. Things that you would see in movies. Now, I'm not 40. So, like, if someone, when I was a child, being born, had made a whiskey, this, if it was like, I think it's got to be like 40 years for it to be a bourbon, and from Kentucky and stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's got to be 40 years. There would still be a few years left before it would come out, be born as a bourbon. But it's a nice bourbon, but it's not for me as good as the Bullet one. I would probably say this is a 7 out of 10 maximum. Probably a late 6, kind of a late bloomer. I say, I'm getting there. But as you know me, when it's a high 6, I still round it up to a 7. It's one that would probably last longer. If it depends if you've got a sweet tooth. If you've got that kind of syrupy, honey kind of tongue flavour that you like, then you probably would really like this. It probably would be an 8 or a 9. But personally, while I do like sweetness for bourbons, for whiskies, it's one that I would get kind of more of a treat because it's got that thickness, and it will be an occasional drink. Again, I would like to just take this time to just say, be careful with alcohol. Don't abuse it. Don't go over the top. Don't go out getting drunk on a consistent basis. And I'm only saying this because I care for you guys. I don't want you to end up damaging your kidneys or ending up in hospital, because that can happen if you abuse it. If you just relax and chill and have like one little bit like this a night, once a week, should I say, then you would enjoy it. This would last longer, and I think it was the price was £24, if I'm not mistaken, £22 or £24. Quite cheap for a bourbon, to be honest. But it would last you a long time if you have it once a week on a day. And the other weekend, maybe, so you get off work, you've been working hard at the gym, you have a cheat day a week or a month. This would last you a long time, and you could enjoy it. It's a treat one. I wouldn't say it's a one that you would have every week, maybe, because it is a heavy one. But if you've got a sweet tooth, and you like that kind of thickness, nice, sweet, woody, smoke, kind of smoked, the smokiness is carrying the heat with it. And I think you would have to have a palate for this on a frequent basis. I mean, anyone could generally drink this whenever they wanted to, but I think you'll get sick of it after a while if you have it too much. If you had it once a month, maybe, or once every 2 weeks, I can see that lasting for a while. But I think it's one of those that would need to be drank once in a longer period of time for you to stay liking it. Where other bourbons you could drink on a weekly basis, once a week, and you wouldn't get sick of them. This one, I think you probably would. It's a nice drink, and you would need like a big period of space between them. If you drank it frequently, you probably would need a big pause before going back to it. And I've just flicked some there. But anyway, yeah, I would say for me personally, it's a 7 out of 10. It's not brilliant, but it's not a bad whiskey. And it's carrying an air bubble. It was carrying an air bubble. That's how thick it is. So syrupy, sweet, smoky. It's got some body to it, so it's not a bad drink. It's just, for me, it's like, it's not. If it had a bit more of a kick, a little bit more of a sharpness with the sweetness, I think it would be better. 7 out of 10 isn't a bad score. And for the price, actually, the price I got it for, yeah, I think it's a perfect pricing for this. I wouldn't give it an extra point just because it's relatively cheap for a bourbon. It might be only a few years. I think like people generally want to push it like the 40 or more like years, wherefore sometimes you get them like very, very young. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's a superb one. I prefer the Bullet bourbon, but it's not bad. I can see why people would buy it, want to enjoy, maybe it's buy it as a gift or have it as a gift and actually enjoy it. It's just not like one of the best names. So if you've done a review on this, I would love to know your feedback. Just say a proper comment to this video, leave your view and opinion about this video, then say, oh, by the way, I have a channel, this is the name of it, and this is the name of the video that I've done, please come over and check, I would love your view. And then I'll go over, and if I like the video, I'll subscribe, and I like your content, I'll subscribe, or maybe I'll like, and if I don't even subscribe or like, I'll still check it out if I see people commenting. Now, if you haven't got a YouTube channel where you have, you've tried this, but you haven't done videos, you can still leave your views and opinions down in the comment section below. And if you think 7's a decent, a decent score, and you wanted to actually go and buy this just to see for yourself, then let me know if this review has made you want to go and actually check it out for yourself. Regardless, leave your views and opinions down in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out the links in the description down there and join the Discord channel. Remember, there is 3 links per day that you can do if you have like a video that you want people to see, and you can't just post 3 links consistently. It's got to be just like 3 links. It could be one video 3 times, or it could be 3 different videos, but you can't abuse the free promotion, because it's other people that may join the community, and I want them to also be seen by other people, so you can all collaborate. And actually, I've been thinking about doing some different, unique live streams, just writing down the plans for them, and coming up with new ways that I can collaborate with people in review or whatever, yeah, in reviews or challenges or whatever it is. I want to try and work with other reviewers as well, and whether it be live stream or recorded live, like me and a person, them and me on StreamYard doing a review, recorded, download the review and then post it on our channels at a specific time. But I'm thinking of different ways to work with you guys. So yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications, strike the like, share the content and all of the good stuff. Be well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. Join the community. And I'll catch you in the next one. Be well. I'm out.